does a typical conversation with the CEO go? Because you talk a lot about the founders of Home Depot that you tried to partner with, trying to, you know, approach them where they live, trying to get into their brains. What do they tell you?
Well, you know, there are some, you mentioned the head of Home Depot. This is Ken Langone.
Mm-hmm.
He's another force of nature. And Ken is a capitalist who was born on the wrong side of the tracks. He pretty much went to high school. His parents didn't have, I'm not sure, I don't think they finished high school. And so he was a self-made man. And supported by a wonderful woman. They were married young, and he's a force. He's a capitalist, but he believes in fairness and justice. And so, as a good capitalist, he really works very hard to make that happen. In the long term, in the long journey of Home Depot, they were able to get kids who were picking up carts in the parking lots, who are now millionaires because they worked at Home Depot and got themselves all the way up. The true American way, but they had the opportunity to do that. And that becomes the key to everything that we're talking about. Mm-hmm. So when I'm talking to CEOs, first of all, they just live on, and we're talking averages because there are exceptions, and we can talk some more about some of the other folks. And I think that's important. But on balance, they have no idea what was going on in the country. No idea. Because you see, we are brought up to live in a bubble. Mm-hmm. We live in a bubble. And this is why, in another way, from a social point of view, and this whole Black Lives Matter is another sort of exemplar of that. It's like we look through the world exactly like we have our lives, and our lives are good, and we want to perpetuate our lives, and that's it. And we are not really concerned about what else is going on in the country. I had one CEO, when I said that 60% of American homes need to borrow money to put food on the table, he said, if you're so confident, do you dare give me that chart and send it so I can send it to my very close friend, who's one of the chief conservative economists, because I don't believe that's the America that I know. Mm-hmm. And indeed, I said, be my guest. That's what happened. And it was just, yeah, there you go. That's the chart that shows how desperate mm-hmm. American homes are. Mm-hmm. But he could not accept the problem. And if you don't accept the problem, you're not going to worry about the solution.
Exactly.